Hello YouTube fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tina and I make videos on lifestyle, home, and DIY projects every single week. And today's video is a little bit early since Valentine's Day is not for another couple of weeks. But I wanted to get this video out there so you guys have some ideas on decorations for Valentine's Day. I went to my local Dollar Tree and found some items that I can create some really cute decor for the holiday. And I feel like this past year especially, I've just been decorating my house to make things feel a little bit more festive, especially since I'm working at home and not going into an office. I don't get to see cute little decorations or share chocolates with my coworkers or my friends. So I thought I would just decorate my place and make it super cute and festive for the holiday. All the projects are super easy and affordable to do, and of course you don't need items from Dollar Tree to recreate these projects. You can totally use what you find at other stores. So without further ado, let's jump into the first project. Hello from VoiceOver Tina. For this first project, I'm starting with a wired heart wreath from Dollar Tree, and this is a seasonal item for Valentine's Day. They always have themed wreaths, so make sure that you keep your eyes peeled for different holidays when you're there. Then with 3mm macrame cording, I'm going to cut a small piece of it. And I'm just doing a cow hitch knot by folding it in half, and I'm laying the macrame over the wire and then pulling the ends through. Then I'm going to cut it down to the approximate length that I want the ends to be, and from there I'm actually going to unknot it and measure it. So I'm using this initial piece as a guide to create more pieces of macrame, and this just helps save on some cording. So I'm just wrapping the macrame around a bunch of times, and then I'm going to cut the loops to create more pieces at 5.5 inches. Okay, so we have all our pieces cut, and I'm basically just going to repeat the cow hitch knot around the entire wreath on the outermost ring. And this is actually the only knot that we'll be doing for the entire project, so it is super easy, but it is a little bit time consuming, so I would recommend watching Netflix or some YouTube to pass the time by. And I don't know about you guys, but I usually watch YouTube more than I watch TV shows or any series on Netflix or Hulu. But recently I got sucked into Bling Empire and A Teacher, and they were both so addicting to watch. So if you guys have finished those shows, let me know what your thoughts are down below. For the most part though, I usually listen to music, audiobooks, or watch YouTube videos to pass the time by. And I honestly will watch any types of videos on YouTube, and since it's a new year, I would love to discover some new channels. So if you guys have any favorite creators that you love, please share them in the comments down below. Alright, so once I filled the wreath out with all my knots, I went back around to tighten the knot, and I also added in any extra pieces to ensure that the wreath was completely filled and that there were no gaps. Now I'm brushing out all my knots with a little comb, and this is going to create some cute fringe. And I still need to get a pet brush to make this process even easier and fluffier, but for now I'm just using what I have at home. Alright, for this next layer, I'm going to use some yarn to add some color, and I chose to use some pinks, whites, and a touch of other warmer tone colors. So again, I'm just going to knot one piece on the innermost ring, measure that, and then I'm going to create more pieces in the same length. This is actually such a great project to use up any scrap yarn you might have laying around. So I went into my stash and I used some of those projects as well, and it just makes me so happy that I can reuse some scraps and not waste any pieces. So from here, I'm basically repeating the same process that I did for the macrame layer, and for this ring, I'm not doing any particular pattern with the colors. You can knot them color by knotting the main color first and then adding in the other colors as an accent, or you can just knot it as you go. There really is no right or wrong way to do it. And if you want to keep it super neutral, you can totally skip the yarn and just do another layer of macrame here. And I'm interested to know what decor style you guys actually prefer. Do you guys like using all neutral decor no matter what the holiday is? Or do you like being more festive by adding in traditional holiday colors like pink and red for Valentine's Day? Okay, now that everything is knotted, I'm going to untwist the individual strands on the yarn, and this is going to create a beautiful fringe look to complement the macrame. And depending on what kind of yarn you're using, you can also brush it out. For the very last step, all you need to do is to cut everything down to create a beautiful heart-shaped fringe, and your wreath is done. The technique to create this project is super simple to do with minimal materials and tools, and can totally be transformed to any shaped wreath that you may find at your local dollar store. And I love how festive this heart-shaped wreath looks in my home. It really adds a fun holiday touch without going overboard and totally complements my existing decor. Okay, so this next project is super easy to do, and all you'll need is a pack of heart doilies. Dollar Tree has them in 3 different sizes, and I got the smallest one in a pack of 30. The first thing I'm doing is folding it in half, and as I'm folding it, I'm actually going to fold it so that the good side is facing down, and I'm going to repeat this to all my hearts. Next, I'm taking some glue, and any glue will work, so here I'm using Mod Podge, and I'm taking that on a small brush to create a line of glue right onto the fold that we created. And as I'm doing this, you'll see that I'm making a little gap at the top, and this is just so we can string our garland together later. Now I'm going to take another heart and I'm going to press that right on top of each other, and you'll see here that the bad side or the back side of the doily will be touching each other. Once it's glued together, you can fold them and it creates this 3D heart shape. I'm going to repeat this process a few more times, so depending on how long or short you want it to be, you can create as many hearts as you'd like. Now that it's all dry, it's time to string them together, and I'm using this cute white and pinky peach string. So where we initially created that little gap with the glue creates a hole, and you can just string it right on through. You can attach all of your hearts, and that really is all there is to this project. This heart garland came out so cute, and I think it would look so good on a mantle or in a window, or honestly anywhere else in your home. You can use it as a photo backdrop. It was just so easy to make, and it took me probably 20 minutes to put it all together. And the best part is it cost me basically $1 to create this cute piece of decor. For this last project, I found a pack of 2 small terracotta pots at Dollar Tree, and I just thought they were so cute, so I'm showing you 2 ways to personalize them. For this first pot, I'm adding on this crochet lace trim that is also available at Dollar Tree, and I'm just using hot glue to dot that all along the rim of the pot. I get asked about these little rubber finger protectors all the time, and they are also available at Dollar Tree. I got them in a pack of 3, and I would totally recommend them. Now I'm taking some rubber stamps, and I'm using them to personalize this pot with a cute plant-related phrase. Comment down below if you can guess what phrase I'm spelling out. I will also list out a few more plant puns on the screen if you guys need more ideas as well. And essentially, I'm taking acrylic paint and I'm going to paint it right onto the stamp, and I'm pressing that right onto the pot to transfer each letter. Since I didn't have any ink, this was the next best thing, and you'll notice that it doesn't leave a perfect imprint, but I actually really liked how it came out, and I think it gave it a nice personal touch. For the second pot, I'm just doing a simple design with acrylic paint. So first I'm using some pink paint and I'm just drawing in a heart. And with that same paint color, I'm also going to make these little blob shapes, and they're just going to come off of the pot. After the pink layer dried, I painted on these little vines right on top, and I'm just using white paint here. This design is super similar to another one that I did previously, but I didn't do the inverted effect this time. For this design, I'm doing vines that are filled in and then other ones that are just outlines. And once that was done, don't forget to seal in your pot to protect your design. I'm using a water-based polyurethane here, and if you would like some more information on sealing terracotta pots, I have a video all about it and I'll link it down below. Now that that's all done, your pots are ready to go. This project idea is one that you can give as a gift or keep for yourself, and you can add in some soil and a plant to the pot, or you could also use it as a container to gift things like seeds or even candy to your Valentine. I think these came out so cute. I love that they are so personalizable, and I'm excited to hear how you guys would customize it for yourself. I'm so happy with how all the projects came out. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. I think mine definitely has to be the heart wreath, and I think it's just so cute. Let me fix it a little bit. I feel like this is something that you would totally see at Anthropologie, and it was so easy to create, and you could totally customize it with whatever colors that you would like. For the most part, I actually used a lot of my scrap yarn, so if you guys have scrap yarn laying around, definitely try out this project. It doesn't have to be in a heart shape. You could totally do this with so many other different wreaths, and I think it will come out so cute. If you end up recreating any of these projects, definitely tag me on Instagram. It just makes me so proud and happy to see all of your recreations, and I will put a few up on the screen. They're all so cute. I truly appreciate when you guys interact with me on Instagram, so if you haven't already, give me a follow. I post on there every single day. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe for new videos every single week. And that is it for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!